everyone. I'm truly excited today. I've got a very inspiring lady with me. She is someone who's making waves in the styling fraternity. She is a stylist as well as a luxury consultant and a former editor for L'Official and Noblesse India. So, welcome, Monica Gupta, to the SDJ podcast. It's truly an pleasure and honor to have you with me today in this candid chat. To begin with, Monica, I want to start with you've built a name which blends elegance with an edge. How did this happen? What were you always wanting to get into styling and fashion in your early on in your career?
Let me start by saying thank you for having me on your platform. And it's a real privilege to be able to talk about my journey here. So, yes, surprisingly, my journey into fashion didn't start with fashion, it started with finance. I started my career with Reuters and subsequently with the Times of India. It was only much later that the then publisher of L'Officiel approached me because she liked my personal style, sensibility, and she felt that I would be a great fit with the magazine. And so that's when actually my foray into fashion started. So, what seemed like a chance shift actually became my true calling.
Okay. So, this is a lifelong career that you've chosen. Was it an inner calling from the beginning itself that you wanted to get into this?
I've always enjoyed fashion, and like most girls, maybe, but probably been a little more creative and aesthetically tuned, and I like putting things together. So for me, it had to be aesthetically appealing. So when I put things together, it didn't necessarily have to scream luxury or anything, but it's just that what you put together should probably uh, be appealing and creatively, like people should enjoy, and I like enjoy putting things together. So yes, I do feel that a part of me, I wanted to be creative. I didn't necessarily know that it would be in the field of fashion.
Okay. And if you have to describe your personal style in one line, what would that be?
I would say effortlessly elevated, feminine, but never predictable.
Okay. Do you think that style is innate or can it be cultivated?
I think everyone has style within them. It is just that some of them need a little bit of help discovering it, and eventually awareness kind of sharpens it, but it is authenticity that defines it.
Okay. And how do you balance trend versus timelessness in your styling philosophy?
um so trends are like seasonings, and timelessness is a recipe. So I mix both of them, but I never lose the core flavor.
Okay. And when you're creating a look, what inspires you the most? The person, the occasion, or the mood?
Definitely the mood, because the mood sets the tone for everything, and from color to the silhouette. So for me, it will always be the mood.
Okay. And how much of, according to you in today's time, how much of style is intuition versus structure and planning?
So 70% of it, I would say, is intuition, 30% is structure. So you can plan the look, but the magic only happens in the instinctive details.
Okay. And what is your take on sustainable fashion? You think is it the future or is it present already?
I think it's both. So consciousness is the new luxury, and sustainability is no longer optional. It's essential.
Do you think India is already finding its own authentic fashion voice on the global stage, you feel?
I think India has already arrived in the Indian fashion scheme of things. I feel like Indian fashion today is bold, it's rooted, and it's unapologetically original. So we're not following today; we are redefining.
Right. And fashion actually can be transformative. So how do you use styling to empower your clients, whether it's emotionally or visually?
So when you look good, you stand taller, and so when people feel like themselves in what they wear, I feel that's where the true empowerment is.
Okay. And what do you think, what is that misconception that people have about stylists?
The biggest misconception is that everybody thinks it's a very glamorous field, and but in reality, it's equal parts vision, hustle, and psychology. So it's a mix of everything.
And do you think was there any particular project, which really pushed your boundaries, the most?
Yeah, when I think about it, an editorial shoot that I did in which I was mixing Indian craftsmanship with European minimalism. When I mixed the two aesthetics together and brought them to life, that's when the real magic happened. So it was a challenging experience, but was beautifully challenging.
Okay. And what is your fashion mantra, and one line that you live by? What is your fashion mantra and, one line that you live by?
I feel like style fades, but presence lasts.
Okay. Thank you so much for those answers. It's truly inspiring, with the kind of things and especially styling being one of my favorite subjects as well, because it's more intuitive. And in today's time, I think you can style anything, if you're wearing even a simple pant and trousers and a shirt to office,
Yes.
that also can be styled. So it's just your own intuition, how you
No, I absolutely
want it to
believe
be.
that the simplest of style, which is always a no-brainer, is a crisp white shirt and a pair of trousers with statement accessories. That goes a
Right.
long way. It's simple, but it's elegant, but it makes a statement. So
Right.
style is something which, of course, you don't have to think too much about it. It is instinctive, but of course, eventually, if you feel good in what you're wearing, and you're confident, that goes a long way. So
Right.
attitude also matters a lot with style.
Right. So now that comes to my fun segment. This is the rapid fire round. This is just to know you more personally. These are going to be some quick answers from your side.
Right.
So if you're ready, we're ready to shoot.
Right.
Okay, great. So what is that one fashion icon that you admire?
I admire personally Princess Diana
Okay,
because I felt that she was always very elegant, sophisticated, and for her time, she pushed the fashion boundaries. So for me, it would be Princess Diana.
okay. Your go-to fashion outfit which when you're short on time.
Like I just said, I would pick a crisp white shirt with a pair of trousers and statement accessories.
Classic or experimental?
A classic base experimental edge.
Okay. One fashion rule that you'd love to break.
Um, there are no rules in fashion.
Okay. And if you had to style someone, whether it's the Hollywood or the Bollywood industry, who would really would like to style you in any of those industries?
I think today, all the new actresses are pretty savvy when it comes to style. But if I would want to style someone, it would be in. I would probably choose Aishwarya Rai
Okay.
today because
Okay.
I feel that she has a beautiful face, but somehow it could go a long way if she was styled right. So I would
Okay.
love to style.
Okay. And what is that one motto that you stand by?
That it is unpredictable. So you go with your mood and you go with what you want, what your mood is for that specific day, and you go with it. So I don't read too much about the fashion motto, but I would go with what you feel good in and go with that. So
Okay.
and have the confidence to wear what you're wearing.
Got it. And this is my closing question. So is there any projects or collaboration you're really excited about in your future endeavors?
Yes, I'm excited to do a project with Dior and Jacquemus
Okay.
because one is a classic designer and the other is cutting edge and cool. And both of them I absolutely love. So I'm very excited to collaborate with them.
Okay. That comes to the end of the rapid fire round. Thank you so much, Monica. This was a nice candid chat with you, just learning about you and giving the viewers some styling tips, from your side as well. So it's truly been memorable. And thank you once again for doing and taking out the time to do this candid chat with me.
It's a real pleasure and it was fun chatting with you. I hope it was fun for the listeners as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Mhm.
Thank you.